What's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, and I'm back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Became a Tyrant? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted movie as well. Now, before continuing this, yes, I read your comments, and some of you guys do agree with me. My channel needs an overhaul. A lot of it, actually. I mean, I've been doing the same thing over and over and over again for almost 2 years now. Yes, 2 years. It has been 2 years since I have been uploading Naruto content, and I think that I should add up more. Maybe try, you know, Dragon Ball Z fictions here as well as, you know, My Hero Academia here as well, or try to mix the three together to see where it goes. Because you know what? People like me are quite afraid of change, to be honest. Because I honestly don't like that much of a change, but I do get bored at a certain stage of a life from one thing, and the same thing is happening here because you guys think that my stories are mid. Well, guess what, you're not the only one. I as well think the same because, to be honest, I just think of it now as a work that I have to do to keep up with my schedule. But yeah, nothing more than that. It was supposed to be fun for me to do so, because the reason I started this channel was for, my own ideas and fictions to be out there and, connect with you people who enjoy stuff like this, like me. And yeah, I just don't want to limit these things to only Naruto. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And aside from that, yeah, some of you guys suggested that I should write down my own fictions. I will try to do so, and I will get back at you regarding that. I'm still thinking on it. I am setting up my, whole setup properly. I have found a little bit of room, so there might be or may not be streams on my channel where we can do, live sessions of live streaming and face reveal, as well as, yeah, maybe gameplays or something like that on the main channel now, because my gaming channel just got copyrighted and it might or might not be deleted within a week, because I got a mail from YouTube that it might or might not be deleted within 7 days. So yeah, let's just hope that it isn't deleted. If it is, then there goes my gaming channel. I guess I have to, blend all the stuff with my main channel then. Aside from that, I hope you liked today's story, and if you do, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And yeah, guys, I really do appreciate what you suggested, and I will take it to heart. And yeah, I will try you guys to reconsider. I mean, some of you guys still like the Naruto content, and I just want to add some more. I mean, the reason I'm asking you guys is because you're also a huge part actually, of building this community, and you have the right to vote or as well as say what happens on this channel, because at the end of the day, we are all a community who enjoys this stuff. So that is the only reason I'm asking you guys again and again. So I do hope that you agree with me. Aside from that, if you don't, then it is fine. And yeah, without any further ado, let's begin with our today's video. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato, 2 years after the QB attack. As a 2-year-old child was on a hospital bed, wounded badly because he was beaten by the people of the said village. As the leader of the said village, Hiruzen Sarutobi was standing there with solemn eyes and grim expression on his face. As behind him, Ananbu, his subordinate, came there. "Report," said Hiruzen. "Hokage-sama, it has been confirmed that Mabuki Haruno, the leader of the civilian council, was behind this attack. Confiscate her position and her assets, and imprison her as fast as you can, Kakashi. It is time that the legacy of the fourth gets its redemption." "Are you sure about this?" As Hiruzen turned towards his subordinate with rage-filled eyes. "Do you think I'm joking, Kakashi?" he said with a low voice. "No, of course not, Hokage-sama." "Then move." As Kakashi nodded, hesitant a bit, but he did as he was told and left. After that, we see that sometime later, everything that Hiruzen has ordered has been done by his Zanbu squad, and the whole populace was gathered there. As Hiruzen then said, "People of Konoha Gakure no Sato, today I present to you a criminal who tried to butcher down A 2-year-old child. That child is a demon, Hokage-sama. With all due respect, you have gone senile and cannot see. Respect. You are the last person that I want to hear this from, Mabuki Haruno. You have crossed the line. And I will make you an example for all of these people to know that nobody crosses a line. As all of the people watched what happened next, Hiruzen fired 5 elemental jutsus of high caliber, turning her corpse into ashes. As everyone was shocked what has happened. Hokage-sama, you can't be like this. What is the meaning of Hokage? The leader? No. It is meant to be the strongest shinobi's title, as well as the dictator of the village. And this is what I'm going to be, a dictator from now on. Now get back to your work, or else you will be punished harshly. As after this event, many sub-events happen. As for an example, a council meeting was called. As many of the councilmen were not happy, mainly the other civilian council members at the loss of their leader, as well as the elders. The shinobis, the minor clans were happy, but the older clans, they were silent. Because they knew the reason behind this all. Hokage-sama, with all due respect, you shouldn't have done that. It has been a big mistake done by you. We will take this to the court. What court? Or who do you will take it to? The Daimyo-sama and the Supreme Court of the Land of Fire. If you make it out of here alive, that is, that you will make it there. Why are you threatening us, Hokage-sama? Kill them. As the person who said these words, aside from him, the rest of them were murdered by the Anbus. As the rest of the Shinobi Council as well as the elders were shocked. Hiruzen, this is crossing the line. Shut up, you old bitch. As Homura then said, Hiruzen, you have gone insane. We have the power to terminate you. Okay, and I have the power right now to kill you. And put a case on you to make you look like that you were the one who was going to betray the village. Whose word do you think Daimyo-sama will trust more, mine or yours, Homura? As Homura sat down, as Danzo's eyes were narrowed, something has happened to Hiruzen. Something sinister. This isn't how Hiruzen would act. While on the other side, we go towards a room now. A room in which 2-year-old Naruto was sitting, his eyes glowing red with hue, as he was smirking. Good. Everything is in order. All I need now is Naruto-sama to awaken and get what truly was his. As now we see the said child laid back down on the bed and rest, as Hiruzen was working for him right now. As now we have a time skip of 6 years. Now we see an 8-year-old Naruto inside the academy, brought there by Hiruzen himself, for him to become a shinobi just like his parents. Do you need anything else, Naruto-kun? No, Gigi, everything is fine. Thank you. As Naruto was now in his class, as his class teachers had been warned severely, and they knew that how the Kage was close to the child. It has been in the eyes of everyone for the past years, because Naruto has been like a grandson to Hiruzen, and whoever tries to hurt him, well, Mabuki Haruno and the council people were an example for them to remember what could have happened to them. Aside from that, we see that now an 8-year-old Naruto was sitting in the academy as his teachers came in, which were none other than Iruka Umino as well as Mizuki. As the years started to pass by and Naruto still did not knew what had happened that night, his Gigi was kinder to him and always, well, came to visit him whenever he was in need, like he was always watching him or someone was. And as time passed by, Naruto became paranoid with this. In night, in his own apartment, he will get hallucinations that someone was sitting there and watching him, and he will get scared and wake up. It was like any other night that night, October 10th, his 11th birthday. As he was sitting in his room, as he couldn't sleep that night because of the hallucinations getting stronger and stronger, until he noticed that his exact replica was sitting in front of him with red eyes. Who are you? Ah, Naruto-sama, you have finally awoken, and now can see me. What do you mean awoken? I was awake. No. You see, we Uzumakis had a power in between us. What do you mean by that? This power is quite terrifying. The power was labeled as the Tyrant control. Tyrant control? Yes, a person can become a tyrant in the eyes of the others because of the power of manipulating the other's will. What do you mean? Why do you think that Hiruzen Sarutobi has been following you around and making your life easy? It was done by this power. It activates when the user who hasn't awakened is in need. And I am your other half, the one that controlled that power. What do you mean? I am your shadow, Naruto Uzumaki-sama. I am you. I am the power that was born within you when you were born. What? What do you mean? There is no Uzumaki clan. There is nothing to Uzumaki name. I see. You haven't still asked him, right? The thing is that the Uzumaki name holds quite a terrifying power and reputation in the elemental nations. That is the reason they were attacked and wiped out by the 4 great elemental nations. What do you mean? I don't get what you're talking about. This is crazy. I'm talking to myself. You're nothing more than a bad dream. This is not a dream, Naruto-sama. This is reality that you must face. You have the greatest power in the whole elemental nations, that you can bend the whole elemental nations down to their knees. Make them bow down to your will. The whole Uzumaki's resentment has been combined in your mother's grief of losing her whole clan and was pushed down to you by her shadow, her other half, meaning giving birth to you, the strongest individual to wield this power. My mother? What are you talking about? It is best if I show you what has happened and what is the history and power behind the name Uzumaki and Tyrant control. As his other half tapped his forehead as Naruto's whole body was engulfed with red chakra like goo. As Naruto then saw what was happening, the beginning of the Uzumaki clan, as the redheads started together and started their own family, and then their family spread out to make a clan. Then the power were discovered from Urashi Uzumaki, who had the Tyrant control, and it was named by the great elder of the village. Sooner or later, it became a thing that was kept secret within the clan. The Uzumakis could not control themselves or one of their own, but they could control aside from their clan. And after many years, when the Uzumakis were now secluded, as well as the other elemental nations were surrounding them, they came to know about this power. They wanted Uzumakis for themselves, but the Uzumakis disagreed, making their shinobis kill themselves in their reach as well as greed to achieve this jutsus as they thought at the time. They attacked and destroyed the whole Uzushiogakure, where the Uzumaki clan was situated. Your mother, because of Uzumaki's as well as Konoha's legal relations, came here to become the next Jinchuriki of Kyuubi no Yoko. And she was successful because only the Uzumakis were able to tame that beast. And, well, things went south after that. When you were born, your mother, she was weakened and could not use her power at the time because of her vulnerable state. And a masked person attacked, taking full advantage of the situation. And next thing you know, what was happening for you for the past years. What about my father? He's dead as well. Who were they? Kushina Uzumaki, that hot-blooded habanero of Konoha, as well as Minato no Mikaze, the Yellow Flash of Konoha, the 4th Hokage. As Naruto was surprised, as the hallucination then ended. It can't be. You're lying. Then Look at your seal on the stomach that is glowing now, Naruto-sama. As Naruto looked at the seal that was glowing down there, he fell down on his knees. He was shocked. Everything was crumbling everywhere. The hero of the village, the one that everyone adored, was his father. And he was hated by everyone. And he was his son? This had to be a cruel joke. His life was ruined by his own father? No, your father wanted you to be seen as a hero, Naruto-sama. These people have betrayed you, and that is why they do not have to get your sympathy. They do not have the right to earn your trust back. You can take whatever you want. Be the powerful being that you are supposed to be. Take revenge for Uzumaki clan that your mother wanted you to take, and that she was weak to take. I will do this. These people have hurted me. They have hurted my clan. My mother, my father, everyone was betrayed. And it will all begin soon. How do I use this power? Perfect, Naruto-sama. Perfect indeed. As after his 11th birthday, Naruto started to learn about his power, the Tyrant control. As years went by, 2 years later, Naruto became 13 and had a good grasp of control over his powers. Currently, he was able to make Kakashi Hatake, Hiruzen Sarutobi, as well as Sasuke Uchiha and Sakura Haruno, as well as Hinata Yuga and Ino Yamanaka, his subordinates. They needed to listen to him. They could not work without him. That was the code in their mind. And Naruto needed subordinates which had great power in the village. And this is how he was going to topple the power and become the dominant one in the rest of the elemental nations. As in the academy, everything was going as planned according to Naruto. His power, the Tyrant control, has helped him greatly. And not only that, he has been the top student since. No matter how hard Yuruka or Mizuki tried to fail him, they couldn't. Shadow. As Naruto's duplicate appeared again, "You called, Naruto-sama? I think it is time that I talk to Kyuubi." "Ah, marvelous, Naruto-sama." "As you wish." As Naruto closed his eyes and went inside the cage where he saw that Kyuubi was just sitting there. As his eyes opened, which were closed, "What do you want, Uzumaki? There are only two beings that I hate in this world, an Uchiha and an Uzumaki." "Listen, Fox," Naruto said. "You are the reason my parents died. You are the reason my life was turned into this hell." No. It was all on your father and you stupid mutt. You wanted power. I didn't. You and your father, as well as this fucking village, wanted a Biju to protect themselves, which they couldn't, apparently. I did not agree to any of this, and I was only protecting myself to get away from you filthy beings. Regardless, you harmed one of my own. Sorry, two of my own, actually. My father and my mother, and for that you will be forever bound to me. "Be my slave," Naruto said, as the Tyrant control activated. Kyuubi tried to resist hard, but Naruto kept repeating it again and again and again, until Kyuubi was bound by the spell so hard that it could not break it. And Kyuubi's eyes were glowing red, as Naruto smirked. "It has been done, Naruto-sama. Congratulations." "Thanks, Shadow. Now that I have my own Biju, nothing can stop me for getting to the top of this world. What do we need now? The council. Naruto-sama, they need to be wiped out or be under your control." I will study them. As after that, in the nighttime, the council meeting was happening and Naruto was studying them accordingly, to whom he should kill and whom he should keep. And he discovered many things that night as well, that he should kill most of them while only keeping the Hyugas as well as the Yamanakas and the Naras as well as the Agamijis alive. The rest of them were useless, and that is what Naruto did. Naruto started a clan wars between them, and within the next 2 years, when they became Genin, a civil war was within Konoha. And Naruto's power has grown so exponentially that he had everyone under his thumb now. In everyone's mind, it was engraved that Naruto was the heir to the whole land of fire. And from then on, Naruto had his own army to lead and guide towards the other villages, if ever push comes to shove. But he needed the land of fire under his regime first. So he marched towards the daimyo's office. It was an innocent visit until the daimyo himself murdered himself after naming everything after Naruto. And his family, well, they were his subordinates now. It was revealed to everyone that Naruto was a true heir, and Naruto used chakra in his voice to make it sounding loud and clear for everyone, while also implementing his tyrant control to make everyone believe the words he said. And everyone believed it. Now Naruto had the whole land of fire under his regime. Naruto needed to get stronger, because if he wanted to make himself look like a king, he has to be strong and benevolent. And that is what he did. He became strong. So strong that he was now labeled as the god of shinobi at the age of 15. While at the age of 15, Naruto was labeled as the god of shinobi, many things were going on the other sides in the four elemental nations. Suna, for one, was surprised when Konoha break off their tree, and the Chunin exams were cancelled off inside Konoha, so they had to be held in their own villages respectively. And after selecting their Genins, which were supposed to be now Chunins now, they wanted to contact Konoha or get inside Land of Fire to know what was going on there, that they suddenly announced that they were not going to hold the Chunin exams, but no questions are answered and they could not cross. Those who did never came back. Only their headbands did, with blood somewhat on them. Nobody knew what happened to them. And even Akatsuki members, such as Itachi, Kisame Hoshigaki, Konan, Pain himself went, but nothing happened. Sasori, Deidara, Hidan Kakazu, Tobi and Zetsu were the only one who remained. I can't believe Konoha and the Land of Fire has gotten so much stronger that whoever goes there disappears. Something is going on there, something big, said Zetsu, and we need to find out what is going on there. That we do, because our leader's life is at stake. On the other side, Naruto, well, with power comes the ability to do whatever you want, and Naruto now could get whatever he wanted. He also had grown an obsession with beautiful women, and he has taken many under his harem that was placed by him, or more like suggested to him by his subordinate Shadow, which was his counter half. As Naruto now currently had Tsunade Senju in his harem, as well as Hinata Yuga, as well as Ino Yamanaka, Sakura Haruno as his servant and bed warmer whenever required. And aside from that, many of the beautiful women in Land of Fire were now in his harem, and people were just fine with that. Naruto was now the true definition of tyrant, the one who succumbed to the tyrant control. And his subordinate Shadow, well, he was happy about it. As after that, 2 more years went by. Naruto has gotten a lot more powerful now, and he had a lot of powerful generals as well who were under his command. Something surprising happened when it was revealed that Nagato, or Pain, who revealed to be Nagato, was an Uzumaki in reality, but he did not have this power. Naruto was quite surprised when he found out that. He thought that the Uzumakis couldn't control one of their own. And not only that, when he asked Shadow about it, Shadow said that he had mixed genes. That is the reason he didn't have powers. At the time, Naruto didn't notice it much, and the life went on. Putting an end to this discussion, as time went by, Naruto and his army were ready, and they soon declared war upon the rest of the elemental nations. As the four elemental nations in their pride and joy gathered all together, but it was devastating when they had to fight their own shinobis who they thought have died, and Konoha's armies were much more larger than before. The whole land of fire as if have came together to destroy them, and that is what happened. The fourth great shinobi war that broke out was led by Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze and caused by him as well. That's for many. His army butchered down many soldiers and shinobis and konoichis, and scummed many kages to their deaths until there was only a rebellion fraction that was left. He raised the Uzumaki flag on each and every village, marking it as the territory for the new Uchiha Gakure. But this time not as a village, as a kingdom of his own. Sooner or later his own huge mansion was built in which he and his wives were situated. As he was resting there, he became the benevolent king that he wanted to be after that. After being a tyrant, he wanted to be a kind-hearted person to everyone, but Shadow was persistent on it, saying that he did not want him to be a kind king. They weren't so worthy of deserving his kindness. Naruto decided to notice that something was off with Shadow, and then he decided to confront some people, and that was the Kyuubi. First of all, as he went inside his own mindscape, alone, and discussed some things with Kyuubi, he did not knew how Shadow was not able to get there in time, but this gave him an opportunity, and he freed Kyuubi from his control as Kyuubi was growling at him. I want to ask you a question. So you notice finally. What? That pathetic excuse of shit is using you. That is a demon of charm speak that has been using you, and have turned you into a tyrant, Naruto. What? It was all a lie? No, he has been feeding you half-truths. Uzumaki's never had this power. It wasn't even discovered in them. You, on the other hand, was the perfect host for him to latch onto. He feeds off of your negative emotions, as well as the bad deeds you do, and it makes him powerful. And you, being the most pathetic being at the time, were the perfect host. So I've been used by him. No worries, I will butcher him down. It is not so easy to do so, Naruto. You see, now that you know, he will find out sooner or later that you have been acting weird, and he will find another host to start a rebellion against you. And he will make him the next tyrant, and after him another one when he finds out. The cycle continues, you see, and it is never ending. And he is the one who gets the benefit out of it, all of it, while you gets nothing more than to pummel into the ground and die at the hands of the people you so oppressed. But they deserved it. I know the people who attacked your village. They were of the older generation. The newer generation even disgusted those people. But you, Naruto, single-handedly avenged your clan, or maybe made them look even more evil in the eyes of the newer generation, that they were rightfully wiped out. Even though you have oppressed them, the feelings that they show are genuine. What? Yes, those people, after you, well, became the king and was benevolent to them, showed their genuine emotions that you were rightfully the king that they needed. I will help you, Naruto, but only this once. You will not help him. So you saw through my tricks, Naruto. I'm impressed. I thought you were just a dumb fuck kid who wanted nothing more than pity and revenge, and that is what I handed over to you in a silver platter. I gave you everything that you needed. I made you the man you are, and this is how you repay me? No, Naruto. No, you have betrayed me, and I'm going to make you pay for this. You're crazy, Naruto said. Oh, now that you realize that I'm crazy, I have been so many times tempted to just shove it down your throat and kill you because of your cruelty towards me. Pathetic excuse of an answer coming from you. Said Naruto, watch your tone, boy. You were nothing more than a battery for me to leech off of. You were the perfect host, Naruto. I gave you everything you needed. Think. This is the life you wanted. The perfect life where your wives loved you. You have a family. You have everything. The respect from the people. They are afraid of me not respecting me. Same thing, Naruto. Fear earns respect. No, it doesn't. It only earns fear. And at one point, fear becomes so much growing force within them that it turns into rage. And then rage turns into bravery. And we know what happens after that. As the shadow then said, you know what? Fine. I guess I'll kill your soul and take over. What? As Naruto was stabbed straight through the heart. As Naruto fell to the ground. Pathetic excuse of shit. And here I gave you everything. By being your subordinate. And this is how you repaid me. Shame, Naruto. Shame that you could have had so much potential. So much more to give to this world, but you didn't. Oh well, I'll go and leech off on your son or something like that. As after that, Naruto was coming to darkness. As after that, when he opened his eyes, he was standing in front of the sage, his parents, and the people he had killed. So I'm here to be judged now? No. So 3 divine figures that were standing behind all of them. You may have done things differently, Naruto, but you have certainly brought the peace that we all desired. We will leave the rest of the talking to you now, Sage. With pleasure, Kami-sama. As Naruto was shocked that the 3 beings were Kamiyami and Shinigami, and the person in front of him was the Sage of the 6th Path that he heard about. Listen, Sage, It's okay, Naruto. Your things have been different, the way you do it, at least, but they have been effective, in our eyes. You have gotten a result. These people would have just killed each other meaninglessly, and those people, you at least gave them warning to drop their swords before fighting on. You declared war upon them because you were betrayed. You were misguided. Since the day you were 2. And we knew it was bound to happen after the demon Azazel escaped from hell. Azazel? The demon of pleasure as well as desires. He feeds off of them, and your desire to wanting a family and a loved one as well as everything that a normal child should have. He enhanced those desires, making you into what you are, Naruto. We will send you back in the time, and you will rewrite history this time, the same way, but this time around, you will kill Shadow with this dagger when you find the time right, when he figures out your whole scheme. What? Are you sure about this? This dagger, child, has the ability to kill the demons, and you have to kill it. But wait, the people, they will kill me again. They will not, Naruto. Deep in their hearts, they respect you for what you have done. You have stopped wars. Even though you have killed some people, those were those who wanted war and nothing else. There was a peaceful fraction who accepted your proposal and came to you, didn't they? Yes, they were, but they were only 20. 20? You were lied to, Naruto. But Shadow was a liar, Naruto, said his mother. They were more than 70% from each village that came to your kingdom, while the rest 30, they fought together and died because they wanted destruction and have a cost here. And the God's-ki, they are still there, at least some of them. I see. I have to go there, rescue my wives. Yes, you do. Now be on your way, Naruto, and we are proud of you, son. You! Even though Kami-sama herself says you're not a demon, I believe you are, after what you have done to my daughter. You! What the hell are you doing here? Hey, who let Mabuki Haruno escape from the prison? Deep in hell. Kami-sama, please believe me. I was innocent. Please. I only did this to become famous, we know. Now get the fuck back to your prison, bitch. As Naruto was smirking, you were saying? As after that, Naruto turned back to where all the things began. And Naruto, this time around, had a necklace around his neck. As the time went by, Naruto did everything that he did in the past and became the tyrant he was. And this time he knew whom he had to kill and whom he had to leave alive. And the first person after becoming the king he killed was none other than Shadow himself, after plunging the knife deep down his chest, straight through his heart. Payback's a bitch. What do you mean? Said Shadow as he was being destroyed by the light. It's time to die, Azazel. I know who you are. I came back. I waited all these years just to do this, because the most worst enemy of mine was you, and nobody else. Fair play, Naruto, but remember this. Once I die, my power, this tyrant control ability will disappear, and those people will butcher you down after what you have done to their homes. Then I'll die gladly, repenting for my sins. And as Shadow or Azazel have said, everyone who has been under control of the said ability was no more, as they still remember what has happened, and they went towards the kingdom. As Naruto's wife as well as Sakura came there. Naruto-sama, they all said, "You're not mad at me?" "No, not at all. We love you. You are our husband, and we are your dutiful wives." "Me as well, Naruto-sama," said Sakura, as Naruto smiled at them. As his general Sasuke arrived, "Naruto-sama, the people are here and they want to see you." As Naruto then sighed, "Even though you love me, I have done bad things in my life, and if the people want me to repent, I will repent." As Naruto came to the balcony of his huge palace, as in front of his huge castle and palace was many people that had gathered and surrounded, as they were all looking at him. "What do you people want from me? Do you want revenge?" Naruto said with his booming, calm voice. "If that is what you desire, I will happily oblige, because I have done nothing more than to destroy your home and oppress you. I know what I have done, but I have done this because I thought that you all will be together and there will be no war. I tried to give you all a chance, and those of you who have took it, I humbly accepted you with open arms. And those who haven't, they tasted my sword's sharpness to their neck." As they all cheered, as Naruto was surprised by this. "We love you, our king. Even though your ways have been not of the same, we respect you for what you have done. You have reunited us all, as we once were. All hail Naruto! Long live King Naruto!" As the slogans raised, as Naruto was surprised by this, as his other general, Kakashi, arrived. "See, Naruto? You made a name for yourself. These people out there respect you. They didn't came here because they wanted revenge or something like that. They came here because they wanted to thank you for what you have done. Even though your ways were not correct, even though I or any of them agree with what you have done, you gave them a chance, a hope, and they took it upon their own free will. We all did." As he looked at his wife, "You? Then that means at first we were being controlled, but after that our feelings developed on our own because you loved us equally. What about you, Sakura? I know what my mother has done to you, and in some kind of way I think that you were just taking a rage out of me. At first I was depressed, but then you became soft and quite loving towards me as well, Naruto. And I guess I fell in love with you as well. Thank you, Sakura. Thank you, all of you. I love you all equally. And I promise you all that I will become the kind and just ruler that you all want me to be. And lead you all to the better future and prosperity. This is my promise to you as your king. As they all cheered once more. As this was going on, only the Akatsuki remained. The other Jinchurikis were amongst those people who have joined Naruto's kingdom, the Uchiha, as the kingdom began to rebuild itself and become much more stronghold, as the kingdom's name was now marked on the map. You see, for many years the Uzumaki, as well as the elemental nations and rest of the other villages, were hidden from the rest of the world. But now it was a kingdom, it was revealed to everyone. The west side, the middle east side, the north side, as all of them came for peace treaties as well as wars, and all of them got what they wanted. Those who came for wars were destroyed and decimated, their territories taken over, and expanding Naruto's even more. Naruto became the tyrant without the powers in their eyes, a tyrant who was just to his people, and a tyrant who was cruel to his enemies and those who betrayed his trust. He made a living example out of them by making their lives living hell and their last breaths the most torturous and painful ones. As this was the story of Naruto the Tyrant, and I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And yeah guys, I'm going to work hard from now on, and yeah, I'm going to improve myself as well, because I've gotten a lot of fat after eating a lot of junk food as well. Aside from that, yes, I'm going to do a face reveal on a live stream soon, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys in a bit. This is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out. Peace.